This is agave little shark with very stiff leaves, sort of like shark skin. And maybe you noticed, but there are a couple of weeds growing from the base of it. This is so sharp on the tips that it will draw blood. There's no way I can reach in there with my big fat fingers and try to pull that weed out and hopefully get the roots and all. Now, why would I want to water a weed? I'm hoping to soften the soil. Put on your garden gloves so you don't get impaled. One of my favorite garden tools for succulents is long-handled tweezers, and you can order these online. Sometimes they're sold through bonsai suppliers, sometimes they're sold through medical suppliers, and I'm reaching right down to the base of that weed and just gently pulling on it because, aha, we want the root. We want it root and all because some weeds will regenerate from their roots. This is probably from birdseed. Not a noxious weed, but any weed is going to compromise the look of the plant. And just, if I pulled only on the top part, I would probably sever it from the roots. Okay, this is spurge. This is a euphorbia. You know how I can tell? Because you break it and it has those little milky dots. Okay, a lot of euphorbias. There are succulent euphorbias too. This is a weed euphorbia, and I think I have 2 of them in there. I really don't want to leave any roots in there, so I'm just gently easing that out. And as it starts to come out, I can see more of the stem down in there, and I can even go into the soil and pull. You hear that little snap? Ooh, a lot of roots down in there. There we go. Look at all that. And we have one more. And that's coming out there pretty nicely. And this, I think, is just a broken stem. Nope, that was a third plant. Here we have our weeds. Now we have our lovely clean plant. That's how you weed a spiky succulent. I'm Debra Lee Baldwin in my garden. Would you like a little more water? There we go.